Hi, this is Charity, and I'm going to be showing you how to cast on and get started and do row 1 of the pattern repeat for the Boomerang Shawl. All of the yarn and loom requirements are in the pattern, which I will link to. This is not one you would do on a large gauge loom like this. I'm just showing you this for the video. So we're going to start with a slip knot. We're going to do a chain cast on. And I'm just going to cast on, I don't know, 10 pegs for this demonstration. There are many tutorials on how to do a chain cast on your loom, so if you need help with that, feel free to look those up. When you get to your last loop, you're just going to place it on the peg. Then you're going to just purl back to the beginning. When you've completed your shawl, this will be your left hand edge. So the chain cast on gives it a very pretty edge. This first peg here on your left hand side will be the top of your shawl, so we want it to match, so we're going to do a half stitch on this last peg. Now we're going to start pattern 1, or row 1 of the pattern repeat. It is skip peg 1, knit 2 together twice. So what we're doing is we're picking up the yarn from peg 2, the loop from peg 2, placing it on peg 3, the loop from peg 4, and placing it on peg 5. So now you have peg 1 has your half stitch, peg 2 is empty, peg 3 has 2 loops, peg 4 is empty, and peg 5 has 2 loops. So we're going to take this half stitch from peg 1, move it down, go over here to peg 2, knit 2 together by taking both loops and knitting them with the top. Now we have this peg 4 which is empty, so we're going to move this down and our peg 1 down. Here's the other way you can knit 2 together. You can just put the yarn over the top of the peg, bring the bottom 2 loops over the top. So now you have decreased 2 pegs. 1, 2, and 3 all have 1 stitch on them. Now you're going to knit to 1 peg before the end. Alright, that's this one. So we're going to knit it. Now we're going to make 1. I'm going to try and show you this, but if it doesn't show up well, Acela Phelps has a great video on how to do the make 1. So the first thing that you're going to do after you've knitted this peg is move it over 1. This will open up on the inside for you to find your stitch you're going to grab. And it's going to be the bar in between the 2. It looks like this isn't showing up too well, so I will link you to Acela's Make 1 video. But you're going to grab that bar in between those 2 stitches. You're going to bring it around and twist it over the peg. You're not just going to, if you set it straight down, you will have a hole in your work. So you're going to twist it. Then you're going to knit it over and you're going to half stitch the end peg. Now you made an additional stitch, so you're going to need to make room for that stitch on the pegs. Alright, there you go. So that is your row 1. Now for the rest of the pattern, all rows where you come back this way are the same. They're either a knit or a purl, a straight knit or purl. And then all rows where you come from the left to the right are the same. They're the skip 1, knit 2 together twice, knit to the 1 peg before the end, make 1, and half stitch. So that is how you complete the boomerang shawl. I cannot wait to see some. And the link to the pattern is in the comments below.